Alright everyone, here we are with another video with Invest for Tomorrow. To all the first time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel, and to all the subscribers, welcome back. All I ask for in return is for you to smash that like button to let me know you watch this video, and to stay tuned on in towards the second half of this video, guys. Right after this chart analysis, I have a ticker symbol to share with you guys, as well as the opportunities I mentioned this morning over at the Discord. And if that's something that interests you and you want to become part of, and you want to know what stocks I watch daily, you're more than welcome to join us. The link is down below in the description to the Discord, and by joining, you'll become part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together. And today we managed to find a home run of 50% plus possibilities at its highest point, so stay tuned for that. So here we are with WISH, ContextLogic, right? WISH stock has actually been showing strength. I've talked about it, how it's been moving upwards from the $9 range, consolidating, jumps up, consolidating, jumps up. And the question was on Friday, is this going to consolidate in this area and jump up again for the next catalyst, or if this is just going to go straight up to newer highs and new resistance levels? Now, we've talked about the importance of $15 being broken, guys, and it touched it. That was very pivotal today, that it broke through it, it touched it, and it reached 15.18 and it got rejected. Now, the question is, could they break through it again and stay above it? Because that's the most important part for the bulls right now moving forward. I look forward to seeing your thoughts on this. Do you see this going to $20 and continuing this trajectory, or do you think this needs to cool off a little bit and actually consolidate at a lower level in a healthy pullback, and not a setback, if not a setup for the next bull run to reach newer highs, new resistance levels, and go further beyond $20 and get back up to newer highs, either back in the 30s or not seen before in the near future, weeks or months to come? I look forward to seeing your thoughts, but let's go ahead and see here the points of reference I would be watching going into tomorrow. So the 50-day moving average is 1424. Anything above it is bullish. Anything below it is bearish. Now, our support level to watch here, as this is pulling back, is 1462. If that gets broken through, I would watch how this reacts between 1462 and the 50-day moving average to see if the bulls try to reappear and bring it back up, or if the bears are tearing this one down fairly fast. And the highest point reached in the day was 1518. I would be watching that closely to see if the bulls can actually break through that, turn it into a support to reach newer highs and new resistance levels. And once that's accomplished and being pulled away from to the upside, the highest point that we saw in the most recent jump was 1665. I would just round that up to 1670 or even $17, and that's what needs to be broken through for this to continue this trajectory to reach newer highs and new resistance levels. This has been a healthy bullish trend. The question is, could the bulls continue it, or will it be another consolidation stop and then it's going to take off with another catalyst reaching newer highs, new resistance levels, and getting closer to a possible squeeze that can go further beyond what we saw here, and possibly even to newer highs not seen before if the shorts have to cover and those squeezes start to happen. As always, if you learned something new, don't forget to subscribe, click on the bell so you don't miss a single video that I post. Share this with a friend so they can receive the insight as well. Smash the like button to let me know you watch this video. Helps out with the YouTube algorithm, and I appreciate that very much for my time and effort. And all I ask for is 3 to 5 more minutes of your time. I have a ticker symbol to share with you guys, as well as the opportunities I mentioned this morning over at the Discord. I managed to find a home run opportunity possibilities giving up to 50% plus on the day. And this is a stock I've been talking about since it was at the $2 range. Stay tuned. So the ticker symbol I have to share with you guys today is one that I've mentioned since way back in January, and the highest point that it reached this year, it gave 30% plus since I mentioned it. It's pulled back and consolidated in the last several months, showing some strength, and I'm really liking it. And not only that, I've always believed that this is a long-term opportunity, and we're going to look at the chart and what ticker symbol it is in just a moment. But before we do, I want to share with you guys the opportunities that I mentioned this morning over at the Discord to the members. And if that's something you want to become part of, you're more than welcome to join us. The link is down below in the description to the Discord. And by joining, you'll become part of a growing community of investors looking to learn and grow together. So I mentioned MNKD. This gave us small jumps of about 3 to 5%. RSLS, this one jumped up, giving 5 to 10% opportunities. And I mentioned DARE, giving us 3 to 5% opportunities on the day. But our home run of the day was MRIN. Now, I've talked about this one since it was at $2, and the higher it goes, the more riskier it becomes, in my opinion, right? But I was going to be watching it. It seemed to have some momentum. It had volume, and here we are to see the home run that it gave for the day. This was the highest point of possibility, 50% plus. When I mentioned it, when I was watching it in the pre-market at 528, jumped up, pulled back down, had a lot of volatility in the first 30 minutes of the day, pulled back down to a low here of about 497, 495, and it took off for the rest of the day, giving multiple opportunities and a highest point of possibility of 50% plus. Now, if this is something you want to become part of and you want to know what stocks I watch daily, you're more than welcome to join us. The link is down below in the description to the Discord. So what's the stock I have added to my watch list for some time, and it's a ticker symbol I want to share with you guys? That is ZNGA, Zynga Inc. This is when I started talking about it. I circled that. I talked about it multiple times. I even talked about it again when it pulled back, and that's when it took off to $12 in just a few weeks after that. Now, since that point, it pulled back down, and you could see that there's some strength within this area, right? The lowest point that we've seen it touch since January is 935, and there's been some strength within that 935, 960, 970, and even $10 range, and it never touched those points again. These are great buying the quote-unquote dip opportunities for the long-term investors, and for the short term, these have been the best opportunities to swing trade. But over time, it's been very volatile through the ups and downs, but consolidated within this area. Because when we zoom out of the bigger picture here, right, if I go to 1 day, you could see that this has had strength for some time, and it's working its way up to newer highs, newer lows, and I believe it can continue in that trajectory if the business continues to grow as they plan to, and if things continue to go as they've been planning to over time. So this is great stuff. This is definitely a stock to do more research on, but I like the strength that it's had so far in these areas, and these dips being actually higher than the lowest point that we saw in January, just showing strength of this moving upwards and staying within this area. Now, if we go down here, you could see that financials was growing, and in 2020, they took a little bit of a hit, right, compared to what they were making in the past. So 2020 was a little bit of a rough patch for them, but 2021, things are starting to turn around, and it's projected that the stock is going to continue to become more profitable, continue to grow, get more user base, and the niche that it's in is said to grow over time. And you can see it reflect in the stock itself. So the highest point that it's reached recently is $12, gave us a nice 30% jump at that point, and from where it's sitting at right now, that's a nice little 10 to 20% jump from this area. Now, if you look up analysis ratings, you'll see that they're pointing this one to the upside. And like I said, do more due diligence, do more research, but this is a stock that's showing strength within this area and these points of this year and how it's moved. As always, this is not financial advice. I'm just here to enlighten you guys on the stocks I'm watching, why I'm watching them, and thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.